spilt all over me again. Like, I can't win with these things. I have no idea. Like, I haven't got over my pants yet. Let me just go outside and do it. Oh, shit. What's going on? Why is it leaking? I don't understand. Is there a mechanics to this thing? Like, honestly. Like, honestly. I even, like, make sure the lid's on properly. Tight. This cap's on top. Don't shake it in the car because you're going to get it everywhere. I think we got it. I think we're good. I think. Yeah, these are my first world problems, right? Literally embarrassing, right? There are people like literally homeless in where I live here in Australia. Everywhere around the world there's homeless people, and I'm having a little sookie because my little cup is leaking. Oh my god, like it's embarrassing, right? But you know, these are first world problems, right? So, welcome. Did I say on day? Did I say D66? Oh my god, my brain. I think I'm day 66. No, I am. I'm definitely day 66 of 75 hard. Wacky bloody do. I can't believe it. 75 hard is hard. It's very hard. Okay, check. We have smartwatch. We hate wearing smartwatch, but we wear it when we exercise. We are off to the beach. We're putting the phone down. While we drive, we'll have a little chat. I'll drink the rest of this. And then we are strictly doing a 45-minute exercise, because that's what we're going to do, 45 minutes, putting you down, because in Australia we cannot touch the phone. I'll open the moonroof for you. Let's do that for you. Oh, there's people driving past. Let's not hit anyone today, guys. Oh, here comes a truck. We'll let the truck go. We're in no hurry. It is Thursday morning here in Australia, guys. It is Thursday. It's just after 8 o'clock. And yeah, we are going to the beach. We've got a 5-minute drive. The thing's clanging around are my bottles of water. As the title of this live said, I'm 66 days in the 75 hard, and I'm going to tell you about it. If you're new here, hello, I'm Dora, sharing my experiences in life. The channel is about adventures on getting to 80 countries around the world. Obviously, I can't be traveling each week, right? I'm not rich. I'm rich in life, though. I honestly am. I really do believe I'm rich in life. And I'm not talking about money, guys. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about health. The real wealth is our health, right? And 75 hard is very hard. Let's just go with that, guys. It's very hard. And you guys have been seeing me. I've probably done a live a day, nearly a live a day. I know there's some days I don't do a live, but then there's some days I do 2 lives. So I'm extra, very extra. A lot of you guys know that. If you're a subscriber to Dora's channel, to me, my ultra ego, you know I'm very extra. And I am not a health and fitness channel, so please do not subscribe if you think you're going to get any health and fitness information. No, you're not. I just share what I find through friends, family, talking to, doctors, naturopaths. I just went to a homeopath last week. Not sure if I'm still a big fan, not sure, to be honest. I tell you my experiences, right? And I'm sharing my experiences on 75 hard. Right now I do lives because who has the time to film it and then edit it? Not me, I'm going to be honest. So I'm sharing those experiences while I drive. If you're in the chat, hello. I'm not ignoring you. It's just that I'm driving and I can't look at the chat because that'd be stupid. I'm driving. So anyway, I'm just having some green powder juice, or it's green powder. I put into water because it makes me feel good, guys. That's for the only reason I do it. It makes me feel good. I buy it from a health food shop, so not sponsored, guys. But if they sponsored me, I'd be so proud because honestly, I love this shit. Love, love, love it. 2 scoops in the morning, I feel amazing. It's got 78 nutrients. Anyway, I'm not here to sell anything, guys. Definitely not here to sell anything. Hey, Debbie Sue, how you going? I can see your name pop up, though I'm not looking at the screen because I'm driving, right? We're heading to the beach, Debbie Sue. Day 66. My gosh, I remember being day 6 on this journey to 75. And now I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know how many days away. It doesn't even matter how many days away I am. I'm just elated that I'm day 66. So today I really want to I need to do my 45-minute exercise, guys. So let me just give a bit of repack. Tell you what 75 hard is. 75 hard is a mental challenge. For 75 days, every day you must do the following. If you don't, you go back to day 1 or you fail basically and give up. So it's a bit harsh, guys. Some people don't like that because you're like, who wants to fail? So you need to drink a gallon of water. That's why I've got a million waters in here banging away with me next to the phone. So a gallon of water is 3.7 litres in Australia. Okay, it's a lot of water. Okay, a lot of water. You must drink that every day. Every day. You must take a photo of your body every day. Done that this morning already. So you can see the difference in your body. You're not showing people, it's just for your own private use. You must do 2 45-minute exercises a day, and there needs to be at least 3 hours, or I think it's 4 hours, 4 hours in between those 2 exercises. So you can't go for a 4-hour walk and class it as 2 45-minute exercises. That's too easy. No, it doesn't sound easy, right? So basically, you have to do 1 45-minute exercise in the morning and 1 45-minute in the afternoon. That's pretty much how it works, right? And one has to be outside. So that puts a spanner to it because, if you're living in a colder country and it's winter, you got to go outside, rain or shine. Like yesterday, I think 2 days ago, I walked in the rain just to get it done. Anyway, we're just finding a park at the beach. She's a little bit busy at the beach. Just hold on, guys. We're going a bit bush. Literally going bush. Whoa, that's a big bush. Okay, full driving, guys. Full driving. Okay. We're at the beach. We're going to change the moonroof. Change the moonroof. Oh my gosh. Hey, Maddie, how you going? Hi, Higer. Can I ask you something? Go for it. You can ask me anything you like. Whether or not I answer it is another thing, but I'm feeling pretty answerable today. Let me see what you have for us. Okay, let's drink this, and then we're off on our walk. We need to put some sunscreen on. Are you there? Oops. So I bought this sunscreen last week when I went and saw the homeopath, which is like a natural therapist kind of doctor. And I hate wearing sunscreen, guys. I hate it. I know it's important. Well, it's debatable. Some people say just stay out of the sun, right? That makes sense, right? Just stay out of the sun, and you don't have to wear sunscreen. I love the beach. I live near the beach, and obviously I have a lot of freckles. And as Mike says, one of my friends here on YouTube, Mike Adventure Sparks, he says they're called angel kisses. They're kisses from people that have passed away. So I tend to get a lot of freckles, and freckles are not good. I mean, I think they're cute, personally, but they are actually, a step away from getting some kind of cancerous thing. In Australia, so I'm in Southeast Queensland, it's quite warm here, guys, and cancer rates, melanomas talking, are, quite high here. And my dad, I'm half Indonesian. My dad is Australian. He is quite fair-skinned, so I have his height and his skin. Some of his skin, should I say. Hi, Leonardo. How you going? Hi, Mako. No one is immune from cancer, unfortunately. Oh, God, no. No one is immune from cancer. We don't even know where it comes from, right? But, you know, I guess the thing is, though, you know, doing nothing, it's not a good thing. But obviously, I live in a very warm climate. The sun is beating down on me all the time. So we wear hats, right? We've got a big hat that we're going to wear. Overkill, I know, but you know what? It's sun smart. That way I don't have to wear so much sunscreen. I still wear it, guys, because I have to. But I bought a one that is, oh, guys, it's expensive. It cost me $60. It's called Antipodes Supernatural Broad Spectrum 50 plus, made in New Zealand, water resistant. Even the box is plastic free. I like that. It has got a lot of nutrients and stuff in here. So I will have to dissect this, guys. I will have to say, I'll have to look at that and make sure it is safe. But at the same time, wearing no sunscreen, even though it's quite, you know, is bad. Wearing sunscreen that has all the toxins I have been doing is bad. So, hey, it's all bad, right? But you know what? That's a bit doom and gloom kind of thing to say. I also bought this stuff it's called Surf Zinc Sun Butter. Again, it says here, reef safe, palm oil free, vegan. So technically I could eat it. Technically, yeah. Anyway, I'm just going to put that on my arms because it's got a bit of a tint to it. Again, I'm not selling anything, guys. I'm just sharing my experiences, guys. So, guy with a question, you got a question for me? Cool hat, thank you. So I'm just going to put some sunscreen on my arms and my hands because hands show your age, right? And if you're out in the sun all day, well, yeah. No, I'm not in the sun all day, but when you're out in the sun, you've just got to cover up. And then add to this, I'm actually going to wear a long sleeve shirt. So I'm taking SunSmart, you know, seriously, guys. Every 2 years, you should get a sun check on your skin. Obviously, if you live in a country that's not so hot, maybe that's not so extreme, you know, that you don't have to do that so often. But again, you know, cancers can come up for all different reasons, guys. It's not just the sun, right? And you should get all the little bumps and moles and things looked at. I have lots of bumps and moles on my body. I used to play a lot of tennis, not professionally, but like, you know, outside of school, squad, should I say. So I've been out in the sun a lot. Okay, so let's just drink this. Okay, let me get my hat off first, and then I can drink this. Then we're setting a timer, and we're walking for 45 minutes, guys. Let's drink this. I forgot to say the rest of my 75 hard. Drink a gallon of water, 3.7 litres. You need to take a photo of your body. You need to do 2 45-minute exercises a day. One must be outside. It has to be at least 3-4 hours between them. You must follow a diet of some description. I like, you know, health diet. No alcohol, no takeaway food. And you must read 10 pages of a self-help businessy kind of, you know, book daily. So it's very time consuming. Okay, keys. Let's drink some water. All right, guys. Hats. Show you where we are. Across the road, the beach is there. We have a seafood shop over there. All right. Okay, just bear with me one more moment. If you want to be here, you can. If you don't, that's okay. I'm sure you can find better things to do than watch me go exercise. If you want to hang around, that's fine. But like I said, you don't have to. Okay, so we have our sun shirt on. Put our keys, well, we don't have a pocket, so we put them down our pants, literally. And let's walk. Let's get to the beach. Let's start walking. It is 28 past, so 9:15 we're done. So it is 9:28 a.m. on Thursday morning, southeast Queensland. This place is called Redcliffe. So if you're here for a walk, let's walk. If you're here for a chat, happy to chat. Which way are we going to go, guys? Oh, I don't know. Which way? All right, we're going to go this way. I'm feeling this way. Feeling this way. So guys, you notice I didn't do a jumping for joy today. Because really, you know what, guys? I just want to get serious. I just want to get in my walk and done. So normally I do a jumping for joy on the beach. People that know me, like Maddie, Debbie Sue, you know that. But right this minute, we're on a mission, guys. We are on a mission. Whoops. And her hat is literally about to lift off her head. Okay, that's good. So let's turn it around. Okay, that's not going to work. Okay, hold on. Okay. There we go, that's better. Hey Rudy, how you going? Rudy, it's 8:30 a.m. here in Australia. What time is it for you? Oh shit. Whoops. Okay. Hat fell off. All right, let's walk. I've got to say, it's a beautiful day here in southeast Queensland. This is Moreton Bay. It's quite flat, guys, because there's an island out there. I don't know if you can see that. If I zoom in, you can see there's an island out there. It's a beautiful island. The second biggest island in the world for sand. So it's got, the second biggest sand island in the world. The first biggest one is an island called Kagari, which is back that way, north of me, about 3 hours. And it's the biggest sand island in the world, called Kagari, formerly known as Fraser Island. And then Moreton Island, one across from me now, is the second biggest island of sand. So there's it's all sand basically. So yeah, and that island, both of them are national parks. So a glorious day. It's spring here, guys, and I tell you, this is a beautiful spring day. Beautiful, beautiful spring day. I feel very, very grateful that I get to, live near here and get to enjoy this. I take for granted some days that, I get to live so close to the beach. I'm 5 minutes away from the beach. And I know it's not Cancun, it's not the Gold Coast, it's not, beautiful white sandy beaches and beautiful turquoise water. But you know what, guys? If that was that case, I wouldn't be able to live here. I wouldn't be able to afford to live here. And, all these people here that live by the beach, what a lifestyle, hey? How amazing. And, for me, I live 5 minutes drive from here. And I feel very, very grateful that I get to live here. I've even walked past quite a few homeless people already, guys. I didn't point them out of respect, but there was someone living under a toilet block. So a few people actually in tents. So, we should be very, very grateful that, we have a roof over our head. Oh, it's always a nice view, Debbie Sue, hey? Absolutely. How's your day been anyway, Debbie Sue? Last time we talked was my night. What have you got up to today? You've had a good day. That's great. I'd love to know what you're grateful for today, Debbie Sue. Just a random thing, like, you know, not random, but like, you know, what are you grateful for today? And then I'm going to start discussing my feelings on 75 hard, because I'm getting close to the end. And yeah, it's crazy. I think I've only got 8 days. Is that right, Debbie Sue? Have I only got 8 days left? I can't do the maths, guys. 75 days, and I'm on day 66. I think I've only got 8 days left. Crap. I can't believe it. Love to know, guys, if you're watching this, I'd love to know what you're grateful for today. And then I'll go into my spiel on how I'm finding 75 hard. I mean, a lot of you guys know how I'm finding 75 hard. You've been watching me. You've been walking with me. We're kind of doing this together. You know the ups and downs it's been. But yeah, I'll tell you my feelings. Okay, so Debbie Sue. So guys, Simply Debbie Sue is from Virginia. She lives in a mountainous area in Virginia. And she's saying today that she's grateful. I'm grateful for the sound of rain on the roof. Oh, that is a nice sound, Debbie Sue. It really is. Very nice. Well, that's a lovely thing to be grateful for, Debbie Sue. So got some stand-up paddle boarders, guys. That's a fun activity. It's really calming. Yes, very meditative, right? Like you could just pull out a book and a cup of tea. Did you read today? I'd love to know. What are you reading, Debbie Sue? Oh my gosh, Maddie, your surgery's on the 21st of November. Oh dear, love. Remind me again, I'm sorry. I might have missed exactly what you're getting surgery for, Maddie. Hey Maddie, look, there's some Australian seagulls. So it's funny, I have my notifications for YouTube turned on. So when I'm on a live, I can see the notifications come through. And I just got a notification from Nana Ange Nails It. She must have just saw my Dancing with Dora Wednesday short. So if you haven't seen that, I know Debbie Sue's seen it. It's of the start of spooky season, right? It is Halloween on Friday night. And, you know, some people might think that the Day of the Dead series that I've started might be a little bit spooky too, but that's okay. That's why I'm doing the Day of the Dead series, so that you can see that it's a spooky thing at all. It's not. It's actually really beautiful. Oh my gosh, Maddie, we have a pelican. Oh my gosh, Debbie Sue, there's a pelican up here. Let's stop. Stop, breathe, Dora, breathe, breathe. There's a pelican coming towards us. Pelican coming towards us. We haven't seen Mr. Pelican for a little while, so this is very exciting. This is very exciting. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, Debbie Sue is reading. I'm actually reading a book called Tuesday with Maury by Mitch Albion. Okay, that sounds interesting. Do you want to tell us a little bit of a little bit of rundown of what it's about? And I'll just stop here and we'll watch Mr. Pelican. Even though I should be walking, but we can watch. We can stop and have some water and we can watch Mr. Pelican zoom by. Hey, darling. We absolutely adore you. Absolutely adore you. Look at you. Look at you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for saying hello. Look at that face. Look at that face. She's checking us out. Checking us out saying, hey, Maddie. Hey, Simply Debbie Sue. And then saying, see you, Dora. Catch ya. Keep walking, Dora. Just a little bit happy there, guys. I did actually forget to have some water there. I was supposed to drink water. So let's drink that water. We've only drank 1 litre already this morning. I broke my golden rule. This morning I was supposed to read a book first thing in the morning. No, Dora didn't read a book this morning. She went straight to her phone. Anyway, I'm a work in progress, right? I'm a work in progress. I haven't done my reading. But guys, I'm going to give myself a little bit of a pass. I'm feeling a bit, I don't know what this feeling is, guys. I don't know what the feeling is. Let me share. Because you know I'm going to, regardless if you ask me to share or not. Morning. Hello. So, this morning, okay, so Thursday normally I work, right? I'm not working today because the client I work with normally today has gone on holidays. So I don't work. And that's okay. I could have, worked with another client, but I chose not to. I need some time, and it'd be nice at home to have some time. But of course I filled it up with stuff, right? I'm catching up with my friend Gabriella. Today we're going to do a live in a couple of hours, and she's going to teach me teach you guys how to make the Day of the Dead bread. And I am going to show you guys how to make the Mexican flags, which is called the papel picado, which is punched paper, basically what it means. And you put these flags, you put this bread on the Day of the Dead altar. So that's how it comes together. My gosh, guys, look at this. Maybe a week since I've walked through here, and there's another pelican on the other side. Excellent. But look, normally we can walk straight onto this. Sand has been all blown away. It has been pretty vicious weather the last couple of days. We've gone from hot to cold to hot to cold, like 20 degrees difference. It's been crazy. So let's not take any risks. Let's just walk around. It's okay to do the long way, Dora. Pelican, another pelican, another pelican. All right. Whoa. All right. Hey, Jeff. G'day, Jeff. So Wayne would have talked about how I'm often at the beach. This is my beach, Wayne. So guys, meet Guppy Gilly Suit. Very interesting name. Next I need to know why your handle's called that. But this is my local beach. It's very beautiful. Very beautiful, nice day. This is Southeast Queensland, Jeff. Can I call you Jeff? Or do you prefer to be called Jeffrey? Just a question. So we're coming up to another pelican. So Maddie, you'll love this. Okay, so Simply Debbie Sue's book that she's reading is about a former sports commonalist visits his former college professor every Tuesday after he finds out he has devastating illness and would eventually die. He spends time with him and writes his story. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Very interesting, Debbie Sue. Okay. So it's obviously a real story, right? It's non-fiction. Wow, okay. I love a non-fiction. I'm not actually into it too much. Time is a perspective view that I'm not aware of. I'm time blind. Okay, very deep there, Jeffrey. So here we are. We've got another pelican up here. Very, very excited to see the pelican, guys. We used to see them daily. Remember that, Maddie? We used to see them most days. Now, it's kind of a bit of a treat to see one, to be honest. Remember we see them walking along the beach? I love watching them walk on the beach. It's such a beautiful thing. Oh, someone's got a sea kayak. Okay, Mr. Pelican, how are you? We saw your friend over that way. Okay. Can still walk with you a little bit more. Just love how they're gliding their foot through the water. Don't know if you can see that, but just like gliding just ever so gracefully, like a ballerina. So Jeffrey says it doesn't matter as long as you get the spelling right. Just kidding, because it's spelt with 18th century Old English spelling. Please forgive my humour. Ah, that's get it. I get it. Yeah, because Jeffrey can be spelt Jeff, or Jeffrey, which is yours, is Jeo. Yeah, so you've got the Old English style Jeffrey. So guys, meet Jeffrey, or AAK Jeff, but not Jeff, right? That is Guppy Gilly Suit. So I'll introduce you, Jeff. Oh, hey, Jim. How you going, Jim? So I think Jim, mainly off-grid, knows Jeff. I have a feeling you know Jeff. But if you don't, that's Jeff, Guppy Silly Suit. All right, we're going to walk back, guys. And then we have Jeff, meet Simply Debbie Sue. She's a beautiful friend of the channel. She's a friend of many, not just my friend, but you know, let's pretend she's just my friend, but she's not. She's everyone's friend, but she's not like, you know, she's easily like going to be your friend. She'll make friends with you in the chat and support your channel. Now, I don't believe, Jeffrey, you're not a content creator. Is that correct? I can't remember. I'm going to be honest. I can't remember. I don't know too much about you yet, Jeffrey. We've just connected. I met him through Wayne, and I met Debbie Sue through Catherine's place, which is how I met Wayne. So technically, we're all connected through Kathleen. Pretty cool, hey? Very cool. And then we have Maddie Duck Duck. Maddie is our friend from Arizona. She's only 19. She's a content creator too. Actually, sorry, Debbie Sue's a content creator. She's a lovely content creator, has some beautiful, beautiful videos, and just has that, I don't know, I don't even know how to explain it, but just has a very soothing voice. She reads to us and tells us stories in her videos, and sometimes adds in a bit of quirk, as in like, you know, taking us to her local farmer market, telling us about apple butter, which I've never ever heard of. And I believe there's a video I haven't watched yet. You went to a thrift shop with your sister. I've yet to watch that. And then obviously Maddie. Maddie's 19 from Arizona. So this is for Jeff. Jeff, I'm introducing you to the friends in the community here. And if you know them already, I'm just, telling you about my friends from the community. Maddie does a lot of content around diamond art. Never heard of it before, to be honest, guys. And I met Maddie through my friend Relaxing with Mel from New Zealand. A lot of you guys know Mel. And she does diamond art too, and a lot of other stuff on her channel. I believe she's just got to 2,000 subscribers. That's crazy. And she just got monetized. So that's crazy too. So if you know her, please support her channel, because that's, that's pretty cool that, getting monetized is not an easy feat, I've got to say. All right, let's not fall on a rock. And then who else do we have in there? Now, guys, I will forget people. You know what I'm like. Oh, and then obviously there's Manly Off Grid, which is Jim. I call him Jimbo. Never asked if he likes that or not. I just still call him Jimbo anyway. He has a red Lamborghini. And if you don't know what that is, you'll need to check out his videos. He's obviously lives off grid, mainly off grid. He lives in Maine. So it's interesting, like, you don't know what people's names are, right? Until you ask them. That's why I was asking Jeff what his name was. Because, his channel's Gumby this. And I'm like, I'm not going to call you Gumby. That's a bit weird. I mean, I'm happy to call you Gumby if you want. But I asked, mainly off grid. And he goes, oh, my name's Jim. So, yeah. But his channel is mainly off grid because he lives in Maine. And he lives off grid. So he lives in an interesting place, right? He lives on property. And his family live on the property too. Like his mum and dad. So, like, it's very cute. Like, I kind of get the idea. And it's like, they don't live in each other's pockets. But, like, if you, need some butter, just say you needed some apple butter, because, you make apple butter. I don't know. I've never tried apple butter, but now I want to try it because Debbie Sue was talking about it. And, you ran out. So Jim could go up to his mum's house and say, hey, Mum, can you have that apple butter? I'm just, Anyway, so I just think that's really beautiful. And there's other people. I think your brother lives on the property too. Anyway, he does a lot of lives. Around a lot of the lives are around a campfire with his mates. It's quite nice to watch. It is a bit of a boys' club, I'm going to be honest. But I'm all down for a boys' club. So, generally on a Friday night, they get together. And then a lot of the guys in the chat are all having a beer and having a bit of banter. It's actually quite nice to watch. It's very fun to watch. So if that's up your alley, check each other out. If you know each other already, excellent. And I'm just talking. Now, guys, I am supposed to be sharing a story here today. Hey, Nicola. Hey, Nicole, sorry, I'm going Nicola. Nicole, how you going, Nicole? Nicole, you're from Canada, right? I believe you're from Ontario? Was it Toronto? Deb, we just missed you missed the pelican. Yep, sorry, Deb, I've missed the pelican. How are you, Deb? Oh, Deb, we've missed you. We have missed you. So, guys, Deb, say hello to Deb. Do a warm welcome to Deb. Deb is not a content creator. She's our friend from Spring, Texas. And she's a beautiful support to me. And, oh, guys, oh, my God, Debbie. Oh, my gosh. Deb, that is for you, mate. That is a pelican just literally flew above us. That is mad. Oh, my gosh. That wild. I mean, you know how much I love pelicans, guys. So, Maddie, I hope you saw that. And Deb, well, that was for you, Deb, obviously. Oh, you're only 17, Maddie. Oh, my gosh. Mabel. Hey, Mabel's vlog. How are you? I don't know who support Gina Longman. I don't know who that is, but thanks for dropping by. How are you? Welcome. If you stick around, thank you. Everyone loves Jimbo. Jimbo. No, Maddie, Jim didn't get the free boat. That was Mike. Mike got the free boat. So Jim loves fishing. He does a lot of fishing with his son on the lake or a lake nearby or on their property. Mike Adventure Sparks is the guy that did the free boat. And literally just did a live from it the other day, 2 days ago. That was pretty cool. You saw him, Deb. Perfect. I'm glad you saw the pelican. Okay, guys. I've got 20 minutes of my 45-minute morning exercise outside to tick off. And I want to just share with you, I'm day 66. And I'm going to be honest, it's very unusual for me not to jump out of bed in the morning and get my exercise done. Or my reading, or just, get some stuff done, right? Mind you, there are reasons. Obviously, last night I was on a live with you guys, a lot of you guys in the chat, doing my Day of the Dead part 3. So I went to bed at 11:30 last night. So that'd probably be why I kind of woke up a little bit and lied in bed for a little bit longer. So, that maybe this is me looking after myself a little bit more than just jumping out of bed. So, take that however you want to look at it. Maybe I'm looking more within, maybe looking after myself a little bit more. That can't be a bad thing, right? And obviously I'm not working today. As I said, my client is on holidays today, so yeah, I've got the day off, and I've got tomorrow off actually too. But not all off. Tomorrow night I'm taking some of my clients. We're going to Halloween. We're going to a Halloween market, and then I'm going to catch up with one of my mates who has a Halloween display every year. She's one of my best mates. And we're going to go see Ricky Martin next week, guys. Who's a Ricky Martin fan? Shake your boom boom, shake your boom boom. Yeah, love Ricky Martin. I saw Ricky Martin when I lived in Mexico. He's so cute. Debbie Sue's heard this before. Living la vida loca. Do, 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 do. I could tell you some funny stories about Ricky Martin and me. I haven't met Ricky Martin, but I just pretend I know Ricky Martin. Oh, man. I had a major crush on Ricky Martin. And can I say, when I found out that he was obviously into the opposite sex, not me, I was very upset. That took me back, guys. Not that I'm saying that, good-looking guys can't be gay. I'm not saying that at all, but I'm just saying what a waste for women, guys. Oh, gosh. I think he was married to women, so I think he might be bisexual. So maybe I've still got to go. Maybe I still, could get lucky. I'm just joking, guys. I'm just joking. I'm just having a joke. So back to the story. I'll show you the beach again, because you guys want to see the beach. Especially Debbie Sue. You haven't been in the beach for ages. Where are we? Yeah, so Debbie Sue saying you need to look after yourself more. Yeah, right. And I think maybe that's what's coming out a little bit more in this last couple of days, is that maybe I am starting to look after myself more. Maybe, that self-love is coming out more. I always regard myself quite highly in, loving myself and owning my quirks, right? I say a lot that I'm unapologetically myself, I don't say sorry a lot for silly things. Like, there are some people that will tend to say sorry for everything. And I catch myself and I say, no, I'm not sorry actually, guys, because I'm owning where I'm at. So, yeah, there's no debating that, 66 days of, or the exercise. I mean, the exercise doesn't seem like a lot in the scale of my, how I exercise. I normally will exercise for like nearly, 90 minutes to 2 hours in the morning. I'll go for a walk. But that'll be it, right? But, having to spread them out over the day has been difficult. It's been time consuming. I've talked about how I feel like I've neglected a lot of people in my life. Like, for example, Diego, my mum, my best friends, all my friends. I'd even say that, I've neglected a lot of you guys in the video, in the chat, as I just don't have the time. And you guys know that. And I'm not saying sorry that I haven't caught up with your videos, because I just don't have the time. But, I try to. That's the main thing, right? But, the 75 Hard has really been about my journey into myself. And a lot of people that, have, watched me and have watched me before the 75 Hard can see that, there is some changes for the better. Maybe there's some changes for the worst too, maybe. But, if I needed to go away and just refocus on myself for a while, for these 75 days, like I have in ways, though I've been doing a live a day, that kind of sounds a bit weird, that, I need to do it. And I guess the best thing that's come out of it, guys, is really reading the books. I mean, obviously I've been reading self-help books. I'm about to finish my 4th book. So this morning when I go home and have my breakfast, I'm going to read the end of my book and then pick another book to start. I've got a few really exciting books to read. I can't wait. And I've got to say, after I finish the 75 Hard, reading is something that will still stay in my life. I love reading. My last video I put on my channel, which is under the Dora files. It's a 10-minute video telling you about how I read a book, a non-fiction book called Marching Powder by an Australian author, Rusty, and where basically he went backpacking and ended up in Bolivia. And his experience triggered me to want to go to Bolivia. So if you haven't seen that video, and I know Debbie Sue's seen that video, some of you have, but you should go check it out, because it's kind of like I've gone 360. Like, I used to love reading books and then I've stopped. But 17 years ago, I read that book, and that took me on a wild adventure to South America. And I tell you, it was a wild adventure. Where I went to in that 10-minute video, I tell you, you cannot go to anymore. It's quite a dangerous place. But Dora went there because she read a book. Is that good or bad? You know what? I'm here to tell the story, guys, so it must be good, right? And you know what? Bit by bit, I see the imperfections of how I fill my life up with many things that maybe don't matter. And that, I am trying to do better with that, because life is short, right? This is not a rehearsal. This is my life. This is your life. And what we do now is important, because tomorrow is definitely not guaranteed for any of us. And you know what? I think it's important to also remember that life doesn't have to be so serious. You can have a laugh, have a joke. I love having a laugh and joke. And I think it's really important to be able to have a joke at yourself. So that's why I do the Dancing with Dora on a Wednesday, those shorts that I do where I'm dancing. And sometimes it's quite bad dancing, guys. And I don't care. I really don't care. And part of it is just to have you guys have a giggle. I giggle at myself. You should see me actually when I edit the videos. I'm pissing myself laughing. And then I put it out to the YouTube world. I've been doing this on Instagram for like the last 4 years on a Wednesday night. And yeah, it's received. Most people get it. Most people think I'm serious too, but they don't know me. But if you know me, you know that I'm not being, I'm having a giggle. It's called having a laugh. And you know what? I think more people in life could have more of a laugh and lighten up a little bit. So anyway, I'm taking my own advice and try to lighten up a bit myself. Okay, what time is it? 9:03, 9:04. We've got 10 minutes, guys, 10 minutes. And we've done our exercises. And simply Debbie Sue saying, you're right. We just need to not be so hard on ourselves, guys, and just let it be. Just let it be. I mean, how many wars have been started by people not letting go of stuff? Anyway, we're not talking about politics. So, yeah, would I recommend 75 hard? Well, you know what? If you have the means, as in like you've got the ability, I'd say give it a crack, because it could be one of the best things you've ever done for yourself. Morning. Okay, now I'm struggling with my hat. It's me and my hat are just having a bit of a fight here, guys. Just give me a second. That's why I have this thing on here, but I lost a little doobie, which then you can tighten up under your neck so that it doesn't fly away. So anyway, like, again, first world problems, guys. Okay. So, I don't know. I think 75 hard, like my friend Jazz, that she's 6 days behind me and she's doing her own version of 75 hard. She didn't want to do the 75 hard because she didn't want to, well, she knew that she wouldn't be able to do it. She is not that fit. Well, can I just say that she wasn't that fit? She said how she'd just been to Europe. She met up with some of our YouTuber friends here, and she had to tell them, hey, I can't walk that fast. Slow down. I need to catch my breath. And she thought she was having a heart attack at one stage. Like she's just like huffing and puffing, and and basically said, look, Dora, I'd love to do 75 hard, but there is no chance I can do 45 minutes exercises twice a day and drink that much water. She hardly drinks any water. So she's like, I just set myself up to fail. I get to day 2 and just fail. My friend Mel, Relaxing with Mel, she was doing it with me. She started with me. I think she got to day 6. And just out of circumstances, she couldn't finish one of the tasks. So that means she failed, so to speak. But does that mean she failed? I just think it means that it was just a little bit hard. And well, maybe right now is not the right time. My friend Laurie, that you guys met on a live, Aging Rebel is her name, her channel name. She has attempted, she's done this twice. Now she's 65 years old, guys. So it's not an age thing either, right? I am 50, but people older than me at 65 have done this challenge. So 65, and she's attempted it. She's finished it twice, but she attempted it quite a few times. I think she even got to day 30 and something happened and she had to start again. So, I wasn't under the illusion that it's going to be easy. And it also wasn't under the illusion, well, I knew from talking to Laurie on a live that it's not easy. You really have to prioritize yourself, and that you will feel very selfish, and I do feel very selfish. But that's okay, because that's the only way you can get it done. And it has been an emotional roller coaster. Depending on the diet you do can change the way you feel about different things. So, I have gone through a period of in the last 2 weeks of having no carbs and no sugar, and that really has played havoc on me. I don't think that's a really good thing for anyone to do, I'm going to be honest. But as a short-term thing, yeah, that's okay. Can handle it. But yeah, I've been quite emotional. You guys saw that last Friday. I was a fucking mess. I think I spent 4 hours on a live basically doing a Dear Dora. And, you know, Debbie Sue was in there just holding my hand. There was a lot of you in there holding my hand. And it's so weird that I was on a live just, you know, splurting out my feelings. But, you know, as I said, this channel is about sharing experiences. And this is an adventure, right, guys? 75 Hard is a fucking adventure, guys. It's not easy. It's not a walk in the park. Some days I might look like it's a walk in the park. But, you know, those days like last Friday, maybe it was Thursday for you guys, where I ended up doing a 4-hour live, which is ridiculous, like ridiculous, right? Who does a 4-hour live? Apparently Dora. Yeah. So anyway, it's ups and downs, right? And we're nearly there. We're 66 days in. We are so close to finishing, and obviously we're not going to give up. Obviously, you know, I've missed things, like I had a family get together here on the beach. I talked about that last week, how, you know, maybe 2 weeks ago, I was on a live having a chat, and one of the random conversations was, what would you do if tomorrow was the end of the world? Like tomorrow at midnight, the world just exploded and that was the end of the life. What would you do? And someone asked me, what would I do? And I said, well, let me think about that. I haven't really not thought about it. And I said, well, you know what? I wouldn't go to work. I was at the beach at the time, right? And you guys know I love the beach. I said, you know what? I'll get my mum. I'll get her to come down here and get her to cook some of her lovely food. Obviously, it's, you know, the end of the world. I'm going to eat my food, right? I'm not going to worry about, you know, 75 hard. Fuck 75 hard. I'd have a beer, I'd have wine, I'd have all the food, all the takeaway food I wanted. But we would come down here. I'd invite my sister and her partner, my niece. Diego would be here. I'd invite my friends down and we would have right there, that's where we did it. Right there, we'd have a barbecue / food. We'd make sandcastles, we'd go for swims. And pretty much Debbie Sue said, why don't you do it? So that's what we did. That was last Saturday, or was it Sunday? I can't remember now. I think it was last Sunday. No, Saturday, oh my gosh. And yeah, it was beautiful. My niece and I were playing Sandcastle Wars. My sister went for a swim. My mum was just like loving watching, you know, everyone play. My mum cooked amazing food. But unfortunately, because I'm doing the 75 hard, I couldn't eat the food because that's just where I was in my cycle of my diet. I can have no carbs, so she had a fried rice and a fried noodles. Oh my gosh, corn fritters. Oh my God, it was torture, guys, torture. So I've got 4 minutes, but I think that's 4 minutes. We can pick up this rubbish. Whoops. Because we don't want Mr. Pelican getting their feet stuck in that. That is for sure. We do not want that to happen. Hey, Justin, how you going? Yeah, so Debbie Sue's like saying you needed that 4-hour live. And look, you know what? Sometimes, you know, talking through, you know, the feelings actually helps. So can I just say that was group therapy? And, you know, it helped me. Hopefully it helps someone in that chat too. You know, lives are an interesting place, right? It's not for everyone, I know that. Some people probably say that, God, Dora, you just do way too many lives. But you know what? That's on them. I can do what I want. Right, well, mate, I'm great, Justin. How are you this morning? Look at the weather today, Justin. Crap, it's amazing. What's your weather like for you? Like you're literally only 30 minutes that way. So we're just going to go back to my car and I'm going to do some stretching. Someone's sitting in the hut that we normally sit in, guys. So, okay, hold on. I'm just strangling myself with my hat. That's better. I haven't even looked at my smartwatch to see what my heart rate was today. I don't think it matters, guys, to be honest. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. But you know what? I'm just letting go of, like, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. But one thing we do know is we need to look after ourselves a little bit more. So we're just going to put that phone down for a second. We need some hydrolytes because she's hot out here and I've been drinking a lot of water, sweating. You need hydrolytes. Okay. Put this other hat on. I like this hat better. Just going to do some stretching, guys. So I've got literally 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Hey, Matt, how you going? I saw you before, Matt. Matt was Katie on. Matt Launton is our friend from Cheshire. And Justin Powell is our friend from Brisbane. As in Brisbane, where I live, like down the road and around the corner. Oh, so Matt's laughing about my Halloween video. So you like that, Matt? I'm quietly chuffed. Quietly chuffed. Debbie Sue's seen it. It was quite funny. So, guys, I actually have quite a bit of content on Halloween. Halloween's a fun thing to do. Look, it's just a gimmick, right? I don't believe in it. It's just a gimmick. It's just a bit of fun. As I said, I'm taking two of my clients on Friday night to see some Halloween displays, and we'll get dressed up. Love a dress up, right? I mean, who doesn't love a dress up? Hey, Deb, meet Gumpy's. Actually, his name is Jeff. Meet Jeff. So Gumpy, whatever his long channel name is actually Jeff. Jeffrey, but Jeff. Jeff with a G. So Matt's like, I couldn't stop laughing. I love that. So that's the whole point of Dancing with Dora, right? Is just to make you laugh, right? And make me have a laugh at myself. Because, like, why should life be so serious, right? Oh, man. So yesterday I did boxing, guys, and maybe I punched a bit hard. Oh. Or maybe it was all those tricep-y things. So this is really good. I've seen your comments, man. I was having a little giggle at your comments. Yeah, so Deb, meet Jeff. Jeff, meet Deb. Deb Warwick is my friend from Spring, Texas. Oh. Okay. I mean, that's the other thing about, 75 hard is like really need to be kind to yourself. And that's hard for me to say, right? Because, sometimes I'm not kind to myself. I don't mean to not be kind to myself, guys. It's just that it just seems to be how it works out. We're going to take our shoes off because our shoes are covered in sand. And we don't want that in the car. Put it in the back of the car. Take your shoes off. Socks off. So, guys, thank you for being here. I was crying with laughter. Brilliant. I can smell the stink from here. Ha ha ha. Yeah, so anyway, if you want to laugh, guys, and I think, we all need a laugh, right? Go check out my short. There will be some more shorts coming in. I'll tell you a secret. Those shorts I've made in the last couple of years. I might make a short this year for Halloween. I just don't have the time though. I probably won't. I'm gonna be honest. I'm doing too much stuff with the Day of the Dead stuff. But that content was posted on Instagram about 3 or 4 years ago. So I downloaded it and I've just repurposed it for shorts, literally. So there's gonna be lots of stuff dropping for Halloween for a giggle. Because I think in life we need lots of giggles, right? So guys, if you're following my Day of the Dead parts, part 4 is coming up in 2.5 hours. Frig, 2.5 hours. And so I need to go home and charge my phone and all that kind of gear, because it'll be a long live. I don't know, maybe we won't do a long live, maybe it will just be a little bit and I'll come back later on and do another live, like a part 4.1, 4.2, because we're making the Day of the Dead bread. Gosh, it's hot on those. Day of the Dead bread that you put on the altar. This is a bread that's a sweet bread that you can eat. So I cannot wait to have some fresh bread today, guys. I haven't had bread in like 2 weeks. So I'm gonna have some bread today. And it's a special tradition in Mexico to make the bread or to buy the bread. It's a sweet bread. My friend is Mexican that we're gonna meet today, Gabriella. And yeah, she's from Cancun. She was born in Mexico City. So we'll get to meet her today. And she's gonna teach us how to make the Mexican bread, and about the stories about, you know, why. She's got many stories, obviously. I've learned a lot about the Mexican, the altar, the Day of the Dead, through my friend Gabriella. Obviously, I knew about it from living in Mexico, but she celebrates it every year too. So, hey Paul, how you going? I'm taking a quick break before heading back home. Okay, you're having a coffee with your mates. So guys, yeah, so, and then I'm also going to be making the Mexican flags, which is the papel picado, which is the hole punched flags that basically people put up at parties. So every party in Mexico will have these paper flags. They're sometimes made out of, anyway, I'm going to talk about that later, guys. So if you're interested in that, check it out. Otherwise, check it on the replay. I don't know how it's going to go down, guys. Really don't know. But my friend has been gracious to say that she'd happy to be on video. I didn't think she would want to be on video. So if you want to be there, be there. If you don't, it's okay. I get it. Not everyone, you know, wants to celebrate this celebration. But I think you can also see that the reason why I do this celebration is because it helps me with my grief for my dad, and actually the grief of a lot of my friends that I've lost. It's very uncanny that I've lost a lot of friends in the last 6 years of my life. So yeah, it's been like therapy for me. So anyway, guys, I'm going. I'll put it down for you guys to have a little bit more of a chat, because I know Paul has just come. But Paul, I know you've been lurking in the background. Love you. Love all of you guys. I send you, you know, a warm hug and just gratitude to say that thank you very much for being there for me. You know that this 66 days has been a fucking ride. And there's not been just the 66 days. Obviously, there's been many things in the past that you guys have helped me with. Paul specifically has been part of my little lives for a long time. Lives/life. And he's going to be, I'm going to meet him in life next year. So it's very cool how that's all come about. So I'm going to put the phone down. I'm going to drive home. 2.5 hours, guys. 2 hours, should I say? 2 hours. Look at about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. There'll be a live. I don't know in what capacity you'll see. Will it be the whole time making the bread, because the bread takes a long time? Will it be just between the bread that we do a live, and then I come back later on to show you how I make the paper? I don't know. Just going to make it up, guys, okay? There is no rules in lives. And also, just a pre-warning, my friend Gabriella is new to YouTube. She's not part of YouTube world or anything like that. I don't even think she watches YouTube, guys, and she really probably doesn't get it, okay? So, like a lot of my friends, they think I'm an absolute weirdo for being on YouTube. So, you know, I know you guys will want to have a chat, and I will, but I'm going to, you know, be very gracious and, you know, let her have a lot of airtime, and it's going to be a lot of conversations between me and Gabriella. You know, we're good friends, so we're catching up. So it's kind of going to be like a bit of a live where you're watching us do the process and having a chat and telling stories. But in between, I will, you know, catch up with you guys and answer questions. but it's not going to be one of these complete interactive, just me talking to the chat, okay? So if you're not into that, that's okay. I get it. Like I said, this is about me and my friend getting together and making some bread, which is quite a spiritual thing in itself. And me also making, showing her how to make these paper flags. So I'm just giving you an insight by having a live, film it. And if you want to watch it on the replay, watch it on the replay. It's up to you. It'll be long, so I always kind of say don't even bother watching it on replay. It'll be too long. Maybe I might even do like timestamps to say you can say this is the process how to make the bread. This is the process where, there. This is the story that Gabriella told us about blah, blah, blah. She lost her father a couple of years ago, so we've bonded a bit over that too. She was definitely a daddy's girl, like myself. So you will see her altar. And she's Mexican, guys. So it's really beautiful, and I feel very honoured that I get to do this today. So regardless if you see this live or not, it's up to, I don't know. As I said, she said yes, but I don't know if she will be completely comfortable with it. If she's not comfortable with it, guys, I'm going to shut it down. As I said, it's about me and my friend enjoying the process. And, I will learn the process so that maybe if I do shut the live down, that maybe on Saturday I might spend some time making the bread then too. Okay? So it is what it is. And there's another thing I do need to do with the Day of the Dead. I need to print a photo of my friend Jen that passed away just recently. So I need to do a photo of her, put her on the altar. So tonight, after the live, a couple hours after that, I will be doing another live. I guess it'll be part 5, where I'll be putting that photo, her on the altar, and I'm gonna light the altar up tonight. Okay, guys. So if you want to see that, there will be a part 5 tonight, which will be probably, I don't know, 12 hours from now, guys. Let's go with that. 12 hours from now will be part 5 where I'll light up the altar. So there's a lot of lives happening today. Please do not feel like you need to watch them. You definitely do not need to watch them. I always say, go live your best life. It's out there. Life's out there, right? Not on here. Definitely not on here. So anyway, guys, I hope you've caught up. And I'm about to arrive home, and then I'll turn off the live, and I'm going to go have my breakfast, read my 10 pages of my book, get myself ready, get all my stuff ready for my arts and crafts to make the paper flags, and go to my friend's Gabriella, and then I will see you there. Right. So who's still here? We've got 3 people here. Paul and Justin, you don't know each other. Justin is from Brisbane. He's on the south side, okay? We won't hold it against him, Paul, okay? He's from the south side. He's that kind of person, right? He's from the Bay side. So, literally, the other side, right? Pretty cool, hey? I met him on another channel, Sally's Reality, from America. So, but yeah, Justin's Australian. And Paul D. It's Australian. He's from Phillip Island in Phillip Island, Victoria. Now, Justin, I've made you a moderator, so you can click on Paul's link and go check out his channel. Great channel. He shares a lot of content from his walks around Phillip Island, his travels overseas. He's a great mate of mine, so he'll be a great mate of yours. Justin is a new friend of mine, and he's got a cheeky sense of humor, very much like Paul. Paul is like he's just like, he'll hit you on the back. He's one of those kind of guys. It's a slow burn. He's like, did he just say that? And then he just hit you on the back. Literally, that's Paul. Where Justin will just slap you on the face. Literally, that's how it works. And Dora is just sarcastic as hell. So Australians, Yeah, Australians in the house. Aussie, Aussie, oi, oi. And we have Desert Channel Explorers, mate. Thank you for coming in. I'm about to go. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys are from Kenya. Um, Matt Launton, always appreciate you being here. I'm glad you enjoyed my short. Guys, go check out my latest short. It is Dancing with Dora Wednesday. So there's a short out of me dancing. It might be good or bad. It doesn't really matter. It's not the whole point, right? The point is to have a laugh. The laugh worked on Matt. He has laughed his ass off at my short. So if that's enough to go check it out, I think you should. Later, Deb. Love ya. Thanks, Debbie Sue, for being there and being my kind of group therapist at sometimes. And yeah, as I said, in about 2 hours, I'll come back with a live doing the Day of the Dead stuff. So anyway, guys, I'm going. Bye.